Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a Khan Academy style flipped classroom video. To do this you will need the following. The first thing is some drawing software, the second thing is a writing tablet, and the third thing you need is some screen recording software. The drawing software that I normally use on a Windows machine is Smooter. This is free software that you can download directly from the internet. I'm actually using Pinta software on my computer at the moment because it's a MacBook. Unfortunately, Smooter doesn't run on my Mac. Any drawing software really will work though, so choose the one that's right for you. So I'm going to open here my application called Pinta. And it works very much in the same way as Smooter does. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to resize the image here. So image, resize image. And just to show you, I'm going to change the image to 1000 by 500, and I'll uncheck this, the aspect ratio. So 1000 again, sorry, by 500. And you can see here it changes the size. So you can decide what area you want to record in. I like the kind of square shaped image. So I'm just going to change that back now to image, resize image. And I'm going to make it 800 by 800. Okay, and you can see here it's just ever so slightly off the screen. So I'm going to change the view size to 90%. Khan Academy style video, always a black background is used. You can use any color you want. Sometimes when I'm creating videos, I just leave it on the white background. I think it's cleaner and simpler. If you want to change it to a black background, if you select this little button here, okay, and that moves black to the forefront, and if you select File and New, and then select black as the background color and press OK, now it opens up here again, and I'll just bring that back to my 90%, okay? When you're recording your voice, you need a microphone and a headset. I'm recording on a really cheap microphone and headset, so the quality probably isn't amazing. What I bought for our school was a Yeti microphone for professionals. I also bought a Knox audio pop filter to match this. The sound quality is extremely professional. It almost sounds like you're in a studio. So if you're going to be doing a lot of flipped classroom videos, it's probably worth making the investment. You can see here the list of brushes. There's actually a bigger variety of brushes on Smooter. With Pinta here, I have this brush option here, and then you can select the brush width you want, 10 here. And I'm going to start drawing using my writing tablet. And the writing tablet that I use is the Intuos Creative Pen and Touch. It's Wacom is the brand. Actually, the first time I used it, I found it was hard to find where the cursor was on the screen, and it takes a little bit of practice. But after a couple of times now, for me, it's just like writing on a sheet of paper. And the good thing about the Intuos Creative Pen and Touch is that it has pressure sensitivity, which means if you lean heavy, your pen stroke comes out heavier. The best part of the Intuos Creative Pen and Touch is that it has palm rejection. So that means I can lean my entire palm on the writing tablet, so it feels quite natural to use. To make my first recording, I now need to use some screen recording software. At the moment, because I'm on a Mac and it's free, I'm recording the entire screen using QuickTime. On a Windows machine, I use Snagit software. Snagit software is from a company called TechSmith. If you want free software, TechSmith also have a piece of software called Jing. The problem is the length of the video. I think it's only 5 minutes, and also you can't save it as an MP4. So unless the students also have Jing, they won't be able to actually watch your movies afterwards. You can also use Screencast-O-Matic, which is also free software. The first time you use Snagit and run it, this little window here will open up, and forevermore it will stay there unless you change the settings. So I just leave it there all the time, and whenever I want to screen capture or screencast or make a movie or anything, I literally just click this button here, and then you can select the whole window or you can choose your area. So I want to record just the black window, so I'm going to hold the cursor up over that side and come down over here to the other end here. And I'm only recording now what's inside that selected section. And I can choose to take a capture, an image, or I can choose to create a video. Okay, so I'm going to hit record here. Hello, so in this video I'm going to be showing you the software and hardware required to create Khan Academy style video. Okay, the first piece of software that you will need is Smooter. And this piece of software is very useful if you're working on a Windows machine. If you're using a Mac, you can use the software called Pinta. And it works in very much the same way. The next step when creating a Khan Academy style video is to have screen recording software. One of the companies that does this is TechSmith. If you want free software, you can use Jing. If you want to pay for your software, you can use Snagit. But you can see immediately when I hit stop, it opens up this video here, and we can go and press play then on our video. Hello, so in this video I'm going to be showing you the software and hardware required to create Khan Academy style video. Okay, the first piece of software that you will need is Smooter. Okay, you can see here that there's this little thing here moves along with the cursor, and what this does is it allows you to edit the video. So for example, if I wanted to start this video just here as I'm creating the headings, I can just move the green part over here and then cut out that part of the video. If you move the cursor along as you're listening to your voice, we press play. I might say right between 22 seconds and 25 seconds, I want to get rid of that. So you move the green back to 22, move the red to 25. And then I'm going to cut that part out. And then you can hit play again. And you can see here where you made changes by the little orange thing here. So it's a handy little piece of software. So this would basically be my video. If you want to share that with your students, the easiest thing to do is to click up here and share. Now, if you want to share on TechSmith's own area on the cloud, you can select here directly to Screencast.com, and that will create the link for you, and then you can just give that link to the students. Most people prefer to share their links directly to YouTube, and you literally click YouTube here, and you can see here it's preparing my video to send to YouTube. So the link to my video now is ready to be pasted. Just click down here in Safari, paste that link, and here we have our video. Hello, so in this video I'm going to be showing you the software and hardware required to create Khan Academy style video. Okay, the first piece of software that you will need is Smooter. Now, because of the aspect ratio that I selected, you can see that I selected a square aspect ratio. This part here, nothing was happening. So be careful if you're doing it that the aspect ratio matches the size of an actual screen here. So there's basically my video, and you can share that link then with your students. Because I was already signed into YouTube, it uploaded my video directly onto my YouTube channel. If you weren't signed into YouTube, it would open up a window and it would ask you to sign in basically. And once you've signed in, it would install this for you. I just want to show you here one other thing. If I want to edit this video here. Now, if you don't want everybody to see this video, you don't want it to be selected here on public, what I usually do is I have my videos unlisted, which means if somebody searches for my video, it's not going to show up. However, if I give them the link directly, then anybody can open it. If you select private here, then even if you give somebody the link, they won't be able to open that video unless they're signed into your account. So the handiest thing here is to check on unlisted and then press save changes. And then what I usually do to give students this video is I either one, copy the link into my website where they can access it directly, or two, I click share here and I copy that link into my QR code app. So my QR code generator app comes up here, and if I paste that here and click create QR code, my QR code comes up. And a handy other thing to do with Snagit is to use it for a screen capture. So I'm just going to select this little area of my QR code now. It saves me having to download the QR code. Just press capture and up pops my QR code. And what I do then is I give students the QR code, and they can go home, scan that QR code, and that takes them directly to the flipped classroom video. They can watch and play, pause and rewind at their own pace. This frees you up in class time when students come to class the next day, because the learning is taking place at home, and now we can apply that learning when they come to school and make the classroom more meaningful and more engaging. So I hope this has answered all your questions as to how to create your own Khan Academy style video. If you have any questions and you'd like to ask me them, you can always email me on ramona.mccarthy@nscc.ie, and hopefully, if I'm able, I will be able to answer any of your questions.